Hi friends! Welcome back to another Eager Mondays video, and happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian friends out there. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Jed and I am the Eager Vlogger. I just turned a year older last weekend and I was in a reflecting mood, so I thought I'd share 5 life lessons I learned and I wish I knew sooner during my early 20s. Um, in no particular order, I want to share with you some financial and personal life lessons I learned throughout my 20s. So I hope you'll stick around. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more future videos like this. So a little disclaimer as well, all the things that I will share are based off of my personal experiences and I am in no way trying to throw any negativity towards anyone and anywhere. I'd appreciate if you can share your personal life lessons down in the comment section. So let's begin. I'll start with my financial lessons, and I'm realizing that these are kind of like in a chronological order based on how and when I learned them. So the first one is lending money that I am not willing to lose or don't have. So I've watched a video a few years back about money tips or something like that. And the main point is money can be a main factor to break a relationship or a friendship. And that is when you start borrowing or lending money and not being able to get that money back. I always fall into this trap, unfortunately. I always go above and beyond for anyone that I am close with or that I value. So I find it hard to say no to people, even when it comes to borrowing money, even when if I don't have that money to lend from the first place. What I do is I put myself on the spot, and when I don't have the capacity to lend, I borrow money from others for the other person. So I'm kind of using my name to borrow for that person that needs help just because I cannot personally help. More often than not, I am the one sacrificing first my reputation, my name, because it's not always a positive ending. And two, I am also sacrificing my own money because I have to pay back what was loaned just so I can make sure that my name stays cleaned. So sadly, I've experienced it a couple of times before I actually and finally learned that lesson, and it was in a very hard way. So now I know, and I set my boundaries. I set stricter boundaries even with my close friends and family members. If I know that I don't have the ability, the capacity to lend money, or I know that it would kind of sacrifice myself and my family in the future, then I kind of stay away with it and I learned how to say no. Because now I am not just looking for myself. I have my daughter, I'm sharing finances with my partner, so I could not keep on doing that habit again. So yeah. Second lesson is the importance of budgeting, emergency fund, and sinking fund. So I kind of put them all together since it's mostly about budgeting per se. So this is a very big one for me and it's a positive one. I am very happy that now I know how to handle our finances better. Not perfect, but better. And I am more knowledgeable about budgeting. So when I started working, when I had my first job after college, I just let my paychecks hit my bank account. And whenever I get paid, I just keep on withdrawing whenever I need it. Like when I have expenses that I have to make, my friends and I plan to do or go somewhere without even thinking if I still have enough money in my bank account or if I will still have enough until the next paycheck. So I was kind of irresponsible and reckless with my money before. Back then, I was very lucky because I was still living at home. I had my first job. I didn't have to pay any bills and expenses. Even my food was free. But I still didn't manage to save money. I had zero savings at all, even though I was being paid quite okay for a first job, and I'm only using my money for myself, really, for my personal needs, not even my living expenses. So that's quite a regret for me. But when I learned to budget and I learned how to allocate my money towards my needs and my wants, then I also learned about sinking funds. So this was like about 2 3 years ago when I started doing the cash envelope system. I got good with my money organization, I think. I'm quite happy with from where I am right now, and I was able to save more money. It was fun because I'm a visual and a type A person. So I like the idea of getting or creating specific categories for each of my goals. And I set, of course, I set a certain amount of goal for each category. And whenever I reach that goal, then I feel accomplished and productive, which is very fun. And then I also started doing emergency fund, and that is like a different savings and a big amount in a separate savings account that would help me prepare for unexpected situations. So I was quite happy that I was able to do that and start before we even decided and planned to go here to Canada, because then I was able to pull out some money that I've saved to start with our process. And that was a big help. Right. Next lesson would be delayed gratification. So I'm putting this also under financing stuff, because delayed gratification helps me with my finances. So before, when I see something at the store that really caught my eye and I really liked it at that moment, I would buy it almost instantly. So I usually get excited with how something looks, with how my friends would react on it, and how they like what their comments are about it. If I ask them, and they'll say, "Oh, it looks good on you," or "The color is cute," I get easily swayed into buying it. Just to realize when I get home or after a few days, I don't actually like it or I don't even need it. So then I regret buying it, and then I wasted my money, and then I want to buy something just to replace that disappointment that I bought. So the loop goes on, and I only learned to practice delayed gratification about 2 3 years ago. I think it's about the same time when I started to learn budgeting. So as I said, it's like in chronological order. It happened after the other. So I started the cash envelope system, the zero-based budgeting, and now I wish I've learned that way earlier on, because one, I could have saved so much money from buying all of those purchases I end up regretting, and two, I wouldn't have all that clutter of things that I bought. So a lot of regrets, but I've learned a lot. What I do now is whenever I see or think of something that I like, for example, I think a month ago I saw a bag online that I really liked. But instead of adding it to cart right away, I took a screenshot of it and I put it in my camera roll. I save it there for, at first I gave myself 2 weeks to save it there and think about it. It could be 2 weeks, a month, or however long or short that you give yourself time. So I give myself 2 weeks because like it's kind of like our paycheck system. So by 2 weeks time we get paid. I'll have the money to buy it if I still love it, right? So um going back, I put it in my gallery because I access it almost every day, and whenever I see it, then I get reminded, do I still like this? Do I still need it? And if after those waiting time, 2 weeks or so, I still love the item, I have to love the item, not just thinking that I have the money now, I can buy it. I have to still love the item to know that it's worth it to still buy. And if I have, of course, the budget by that time, then I can buy it. So this method I've been doing gives me time to think if I really need the product, or if I can find alternatives or other better options out there, and also time to save for it. If I really want that still after all those time, I would have gotten that time to save for it. So that is the system I'm doing now, for me to save money, and for me to also like just get items that are more valuable for me, rather than just keep buying cheap ones but are, you know, less in quality and it will worn off easily and things like that. So that really helped me. All right, now this last two would be more on the personal side, and the fourth one is time management. So I was a huge procrastinator back in college. um, you can see I'm a spender in college, procrastinator, and all other irresponsible stuff. So I remember putting an all-nighter every time we have deadlines, because I would just start doing those deadlines the day before, and I wouldn't have enough time to finish them. It was okay back then because I have all the time to myself anyway, and I can easily get up, go about my day without enough sleep. You know, I was younger and all of those. But since having my daughter, I literally understood the meaning of time is gold. I had to juggle a lot of responsibilities, and I not only think about myself anymore, so which means every minute of my day counts. If I want to keep my me time and to still practice self-care on top of taking care of my family and my daughter, I have to manage my time to a T, guys. And well, so far I am proud to say, and I'm proud of myself, because I feel like I have a pretty good time management. So I do have a fixed morning routine. Morning is usually my self-care for self-care. And then I already know what would follow after each time of the day and for each day of the week. So I kind of have already a set schedule for myself and my family, and I fix it to work around everybody. So that I am very proud of. And have I known to value my time sooner, I would have probably achieved more of my goals, and especially health wise. All right, and the last life lesson that I'd like to share is to follow your passion, or now I am pursuing my passion. So I truly wish that I had started my YouTube channel when I first planned it. It would have been maybe 5 years ago. Yeah, it's been a long time. I've been planning this. I've been wanting this, but it's only now that I'm doing it. Like, I'm actually doing it. I could have grown so much more by then, and I was able to document more of my life milestones. Like, I could have shared a lot of my career journey, and back then having my daughter, all those things that I could have shared and documented for our personal memories. So I wish I would have done that earlier, because looking back, I thought a lot about what people might think of what I was doing, what I want to do, especially my peers. I had a lot of insecurities towards myself on how I will look like on camera, how I will sound, all those that now I tell myself the problem is not actually the other people judging me, but it's me judging myself before I even do anything. So, I took all those negative thoughts, I put them aside. I just told myself, I don't care. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do what I've been wanting to do, what I love to do, and just put myself out there. And I am still not regretting it, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm very happy to be doing this now, and I enjoy it so much. If you are doing something that you love and you are truly passionate about, it helps you grow in all different aspects and it makes you happy. So I believe in the saying, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. So although I'm not earning with my channel, from my channel, but I love doing it. There you go, friends. Those are the things I am proud to have learned in my years here on earth, but I wish I knew sooner, actually. But remember, that is okay. It is never too late to learn or start something new, and learning is a lifelong journey anyway. So I hope you enjoyed their video as much as I enjoyed filming it. Please don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and subscribe, and let me know one life lesson that you truly value to this day and how it helped you grow. All right, I'll see you again next time. Bye, guys.